Our mission is to transcend everyday challenges by nurturing innovative ideas that drive social change. We want to create a more sustainable, inclusive future for all. And so we do our work at the intersection of art, nature, and neighborhoods. So that's where the magic happens at, between the arts, nature, and neighborhoods. I say, in those three sectors, you're able to go ahead and identify your greatness at the age of 5 and benefit from it. We talk about sports a lot, and the idea of, oh, I've been playing this sport since I was 2. You've been making money for somebody since you was 2 as well. You can do that in the field of the arts, nature, and neighborhoods, and that's something that we're really interested in baking into society, is the importance of the arts, nature, and neighborhood as an everyday function, and then also as something that's able to liberate and life change and build generational wealth. Like the narrative, I can hold up football, basketball, whatever, and say, this changed my life. We should be able to hold up a cultivator, a native plant, a tool, art tool, or say, hey, I was a part of my neighborhood, and that changed my life. And not just talk about money. So this is a survey that we're asking folks to take, so how, as a grassroots, nonprofit organization, we can continue to best serve the community and provide the needs of the community. Thank everybody who took the time to take that survey. But myregionwins.org is the website. But we'd like to show you a project that we have. It's called Noble's Boon Area 1. It's an environmental, nature-based, interactive, functional art installation. Again, my background is in art. I graduated from Kansas City Art Institute. Tony Caven Barr said the role of the artist is to make the revolution irresistible. Yes. That's when playtime was over. I was like, let's get to work to do something. So, Boon Area 1. The word boon means something beneficial, sought after, and helpful. It's the opposite of blight. So everybody knows what a blighted area is, but we don't really talk about boon areas. So here goes an example of video of what So we haven't cut grass on this property since 2020. So we have mint, so if ever need some mint. But this is buffalo grass here. This is the main stake of the property. We have not put a lawnmower on this 4,000 square foot piece of property since 2020. So now we are reducing the CO2 emissions. We do pull weeds. So these are native plants whose root systems are 8 to 15 feet long. So now we're addressing stormwater runoff that causes flooding, and we're addressing future water insecurity that is projected for 2070 by planting native plants. But not only have we done this environmental thing, but our presence has lowered or reduced the legal and criminal activities in this blighted business zone. And so, again, Noah's Boon Area 1 is on the west side of District 5. And it's a business zone. Most of our business zones in this invested neighborhoods are rental properties. They're not businesses. And so that's an opportunity that we see to be able to go ahead and turn one property in a neighborhood into something to beautify. Since 2021, we've been able to give the Noble neighborhood a small check from the revenue we generate from Noble's Boon Area 1 through our social gatherings. So this, every second Sunday of the month, from April to September, we host social gatherings. So May's second Sunday is going to be Mother's Day. I encourage you to come out to get a massage. We're giving massages on Mother's Day at second Sunday. Yes.
Okay.
Outside. Yes, come on out.
Okay.
But from the social gatherings, from when we go off and apply for grants, And then when people want to reserve Boon Area 1 for their small functions, so we've taken a property and now started to generate revenue from it. We're able to give a small portion to that neighborhood. We want to be able to amplify that or duplicate that model, one Boon area in every neighborhood that's in a high poverty zip code. As an artist, that's that revolution. That's the revolutionary. And it is something that the residents in the neighborhood, we're not asking them to take on the burden and they like get involved with maintaining. Come out, yes. But we identify something in your neighborhood as an asset, and we appreciate you allowing us this opportunity. And they're appreciative because they don't take nothing. Like the illegal dumping continues to go down, and there's a level of appreciation of it, and there becomes a level of curiosity. Because now they're like, Carl, you haven't cut this grass. What is this buffalo grass? Tell me more about it. Right. Tell me more. And for example, we have a senior who has started to convert their front lawn with native plants. They're 75, and they stay in their front yard maybe 2-3 hours and do a mile in their front yard, while the other 75-year-olds are in their house. And it's almost prison-ish like, because they're in their house and then they're in their car and then they're driving somewhere. And it's like, wow, this environmental thing can provide exercise as well as reduce illegal criminal activities, as well as generate revenue for the residents in the neighborhood. So it's a very liberating moment. And I encourage individuals to identify, to come out, but identify where you can encourage your organization to allow you and your employees to come out on the clock. That last hour of the month on a Friday, identify a grassroots, minority-led, environmental nonprofit organization and tell your company, on your clock, I want to go out and volunteer. Because that's what's going to be sustainable, because we don't want to take your weekend to go through labor. You got stuff to do. If it's in you, you want you all the time. But that's how we can get the big corporations to understand that they do have a part and that their employees actually care.
Did you make a meditation card?
We open it up for questions. I feel like that was the main thing about it. And I can talk about my regional wins in Boon Area 1 all day. Yes.
Okay, so it says requirements, 2-hour minimum, 1 week advance notice. Is that to
Rent.
To rent it? Okay. I'm just curious. My name's Renee. I work with Kelly at.
MEC?
Yes.
Shout out to MEC. Oh my goodness.
And we're in the development department. So I'm putting on my development hat because we're trying to go do small fundraisers. Have you had anyone do like fundraiser there or?
For the property?
Yeah. Well, it'd be for us. We'd have to rent.
Yeah,
it.
that's what you were renting for.
Right.
Yes. So there's been organizations, they haven't done a fundraiser, no.
Okay,
but they have done it for their team building stuff like that.
Okay.
Yes, or so like Heartland Conservation Alliance will bring out volunteers when they want to volunteer. We just had them out this past weekend. There's about 15 volunteers that came out.
Oh, nice.
So the idea of corporations finding out how they can get involved is huge.
Okay. So are you a one-man show or do you have a team?
It's a little bit of both. We're small. We're a small,
Yeah.
mighty group. And so, and the thing is, we're not trying to hire. Like, we are trying to demonstrate a practice for other people to adopt.
I love it.
Yeah, Carl, I know we're running short on time, but could you speak briefly